And we're back, everybody. Apologies for the extended delay. We're finally jumping into this match between One Win and SAW, the lower bracket semi-final, kicking off on Nuke.
Yeah, One Win, of course, it's not their map picks. They'll be starting on the CT side. Door blown off early by SAW. And Story, that's a fantastic shot, taking down Forrester instantly.
Deco wants his chance at it, and well, it's a nice kill, but Story sharp with it. That P250 chimes in for another. They can fight their way into the bomb site now. Two players in towards heaven. Jerks has to be careful with this plant. Just wants to fake it out, but he's going to look to commit now. MUTiRiS finding Travis makes the retake very difficult. You can see BOOMiTiRiS setting up the flashbang. What comes off this play? What can Nickelback find? That's a nice shot. Looking for more, but a lot of players to find. Peeking on through. BOOMiTiRiS now wrapping around main, giving space to work with. That drop down comes through. Nickelback finds another, and BOOMiTiRiS domes one more. MUTiRiS now with the dual Berettas has to come in clutch. Not planted for him either. Bomb tapped, and there isn't a kit, but he can just stick this one. No one can really stop him. MUTiRiS is actually thinking it's a fake, so they're just going to get this defused.
What an insane retake from One Win. That's a 2 versus 4. It's accommodated by the flashbang play initially. And then whilst the distraction is taking place up heaven, we've got an insane shot out of BOOMiTiRiS as SAW try and drop a smoke in towards main. Ridiculous stuff. And One Win really set the tempo early.
It's kind of crazy that they're able to pull that off. That flashbang does a lot for Nickelback. Obviously, a sharp shot helps. Very well played. Obviously, SAW are going to be buying into this one. They got the bomb plant, can get out the Galils. Oh, Travis has spotted some feet. Flashbang lands at his face, and he can't quite adjust. Roman overwhelms. Deco now arrives, gets a little tag off, but can't quite find the kill. Has to be careful he doesn't get overwhelmed as well. Not going to be stepping on in. BOOMiTiRiS rotated down towards B, and he's found one. Slowed down this attack, even the tag as he jumps away. Jerks this one out to fight against Deco, and that's a nice shot from Roman. BOOMiTiRiS is still here, but having trouble dealing with him. In fact, even kills the bomb carrier, and that's dropped on forward, but the ding of the Nickelback means that BOOMiTiRiS has to do a lot.
Yeah, this is really chaotic for SAW. It felt pretty easy, but because of their HP bars, it's starting to get a little bit dicey. BOOMiTiRiS repositions over towards the single door. Bomb still needs to be picked up, but with MUTiRiS alleviating a lot of the pressure, it's now all onto BOOMiTiRiS. Shuts the door. Information relay towards SAW. Should just be a cleaner round, but there's potential for the MP9 to go completely bananas. That is until the door tries to swing shut, but Roman spams it right through.
Yeah, that got a little bit crazy there for BOOMiTiRiS. He was just trying to find a way to get a player. He's really hoping to catch someone flanking through late down vents, but it just never happened for him. Really nice play from SAW. They get up close, pop through the smoke. You can see Travis was trying to play around it, dropping the HE through, and I think when he throws the HE, that's kind of the trigger. All right, we can pop onto this guy. Delete him, get the space through. Don't allow Deco to get involved, and immediately putting One Win onto the back foot. Now they've got the scout with the pistols.
Yeah, well, one of the pistols instantly falling. Arrozdoce with the MAC-10. Like this out of SAW, understanding that the money's going to be a little bit weaker for One Win, so they go for the outside lean. They try and take the range against all these pistols. Nickelback just waiting patiently. As soon as he spots anyone, he can drop that smoke and fall all the way back in. Where on earth has Arrozdoce got up to? Just on the bomb site, I think. Very deep within it. Just waiting patiently. That's probably going to call the signal. Running through main now are SAW. Travis at the base of hell, looking for a kill towards Garage, and SAW want to make sure they don't fall to heaven again, so they double molly it for extra protection.
Bomb planted a little in the open as well, but retake a lot trickier this time, and in fact, they're not going to go for it. Can hold on to their armor, a little bit of upgraded weaponry they have. Not a single lick of damage done to SAW. They'll be very happy with this round. Losing that pistol in a unfortunate fashion, but recovering for the follow-up too. A little bit of a brawl over towards Rap. Does net Nickelback a kill. Don't think he can retrieve something. Okay, no, he can't. That MAC-10 got a little deep. So you can drop over the pistol to Boomage. Everyone will have something to work with.
Yeah, it really isn't the end of the world losing a MAC-10 there if you saw. Probably just still got to be hurting a little bit at the way they lost that 2 versus 4, because otherwise it's been pretty spotless. Can't really fault the way they're executing their game plan. Really understanding the monetary situation, so sending in Arrozdoce as a little bit of a recon in towards A. He finds absolutely nothing. That means the rest of the team can reveal themselves from secret after really just extending the gap against those pistols. It's a very similar round, a familiar feeling for 1win, trying to get aggressive outside. Nickelback actually presented with a kill. MUTiRiS hits the deck early.
Yeah, nice one, getting aggressive. Flashbang setting up to 5-7 for success. Arrozdoce does find Travis back, and Deco's found one as well. So the fight over towards ramp goes the way of 1win. Outside control being established. Nickelback going to drop on down so he can get towards secret. He's going to be meeting a lot of players here. Here's them coming. I think Jax might have spotted him on that jiggle. The 5-7 at close range. Can't quite connect. It's into 3-on-3. Now SAW can accelerate their way through.
Yeah, and this is where it doesn't start to get a worry for for 1win, but when the guns come out and into play, that's where they're going to be wanting to find these rounds. There's still potential for them to cause a little bit of mischief. Deco with that scout over towards ramp. Forrester tucked in. Good tag. And now Forrester's going to reveal himself. Still low HP players. So keep your eye on this player at ramp. Roman goes around the corner, knows that Forrester is in dark, and clears him spectacularly. It's only Boomich remaining in the 1 versus 2, and that molly actually going to be a little bit of a false sense of security. Boomich, great dink, and an even better conversion. 1 versus 2, the MAC-10 prevails.
Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate there for SAW. The Molotov forcing Boomich forward and committing to the bomb plant before it's 100% safe. What a clutch from Boomich. After Roman had done so much work trying to recover the safety of the B bomb site. Man just swings the MAC-10, gets it done. Now it's that one that was recovered. He actually bought armor around it. He's happy with an AK, so lovely stuff from 1win.
The all-powerful story. Good nade being thrown in by Nickelback. I feel like every CT round, though, for 1win is a very big premium. Their T-sides, whenever I've been watching them recently, have been a little bit lackluster. It kind of feels like they're running out of ideas sometimes. So it'd be essential that they get their gun rounds off on the right foot. Definitely that force buy certainly helps things. Cross down in towards secret, down SAW, go. Travis being given the responsibility of dealing with the entirety of the bomb site. He's got to be careful because he's about to be overwhelmed.
Yeah, they're all coming on down here. He has no support. There's a player playing towards ramp that can come to help. Boomer just found Robin elsewhere. Now Travis hears them all coming out, but gets cleared. Distractions across the field. Deco, creeps on through. Does spot one, but the smoke lands in his face before he can get involved. Tempted to go for this 4-on-4, but finding a way in is very difficult, and most of 1win are out of position, but this might be the fight. Boomich creeping around the corner. Nice headshot on Arrozdoce. Now Deco is sitting back passive, can hold if Jerks wants to push on through. Just going to be sitting on the other side and flooding out through control. Oh, as he moves, that's when the swing comes on through. Story drops on with the AWP, and Jerks follows up with another SAW. Take the round.
Yeah, really nice round from SAW. It's very simple. It's just outside smokes. You get down secret. You just burst out to the bomb site as a unit. And you make sure you just clear every single corner up on those rafters. Travis just can't get involved, and he's had a very slow start to the game. Boomich, it's good to see that he's not putting up those IGL numbers at the moment, but the biggest issue is consistency. Can he hold firm? Can he continue this on? Not just for the map, but for the series. Deco now has his AWP in play and strikes. Immediately maroons Arrozdoce, but he's the only one with a premium weapon. Everyone else is on Deegs.
Well, he might be able to find another one here. Story looks like he wants to try it himself, and well, Deco hasn't budged. 2 kills with the AWP. Deagle being baited here. Forrester sitting up above. Well, maybe he's not needed because Travis just hit a beautiful dig. Looking for more. Shots ring out, but Roman dodging at the moment, but this is where Forrester can strike. Oh, Roman clears it. Travis goes down as well. Roman doing what he can to bring them back into this one. Oh! Hated that so much. Oh, ouchie. Well, maybe Deco can continue his heroics. He's going to be flanking with an AWP down towards the ramp. Now, there is a timing here. They're taking a lot of time coming on down. Yeah, he comes with the perfect moment. USP in hand. Leaves it all onto Roman. 2 more players to find, and Deco is over into the corner. Holding down the angle, but spotted out. Shot from Roman. Little does he know that Nickelback is down here. Ready to swing open the door at any moment and deny that bomb. Oh, he's committed to it. Opens the door a little bit too early. Doesn't spot anything. Oh, wait, actually, he's picked it away. Mind games going both ways at the moment. I think Nickelback might have played himself there. He's just been patient. Could have got the freebie. However, it still might be the case. Walking around the corner. Oh, hasn't quite spotted Roman. Doesn't know quite where he's got to, but it's not uncommon for a player to tuck into this corner. There's just so many avenues Nickelback has to clear. Couldn't quite hit the shot. Roman, a fantastic round. 4 in it. Clutches it up for SAW.
Yeah, what an absolute hero. Got to remember that he cleared the boost initially. It all starts with Deco finding the opener on towards Story. This adjustment here from Roman was everything. And he drops the smoke. It kind of impedes vision just for a moment. And because the timer ticks down low, Nickelback thinks it's a little bit of a fake. He's going to wrap towards heaven. In actual fact, final destination was the bottom bomb site all along. Just pistols for 1 win. So keep on pushing, keep on extending their advantage. Looks pretty good for 5 here. Look how fast this is from MUTiRiS. He's just straight down secret. See you later, alligator.
To think if Boomage hadn't fumbled that walkout from Hut, 1 win, 2 win that round. But to be fair, he's on 8 kills, so, you know, sometimes you miss them.
I've done that way too many times in my established pro Counter-Strike
Yeah, I was about to say,
career.
you're not quite on the same level. How many majors have you won?
None. There we go, good start. As expected, SAW do find the opener. They've really been favouring ramp. Been really making it a safe haven. And it's early conditioning being set in as well by the Portuguese side. 1 win will have to try and deal with this later on, and that's going to create exploitation, especially more over towards outside and main. A couple of dinks coming in for Boomage, but not the kill conversion. It's flawless, and it's exactly what SAW wanted.
Nice and easy. Due to the back and forth nature of this early game, there's no AWP in play for Deco. Which is a bit sad because he had so much impact with it when he did get the opportunity to wield it. No sniper at all. Nothing but assault rifles out here in the mix. Spamming on through, a lot of chaos. Trying to push through towards A, but Deco adjusts, swings on out as the flash fades, finds that kill. Story does find Travis though. Also towards ramp, Deco is relocated here on the off angle. They line up, but he can't quite click the heads. A lot of damage done, but no kill found.
SAW is so good at finding these ramp kills. It doesn't matter how many players you've got there, it doesn't matter which angle you take. They will storm forward and command respect. I like this angle out of Nickelback, but the flashbang really really good, as well as the double swing. Nade might finish off Story, instead brings him even lower. I tell you what, given the money that One Win have, they might not even go for this. It should be a save coming out of this CT side, and SAW cruise forward into a 6th.
Really nice T side. Can see why they picked into this map. One of their favorites, and one that One Win have been struggling on a little bit. And struggling so much on the CT side is the best sign, considering one of those 2 rounds was the pistol. Get another opportunity now with those save rifles to keep the fight going. So I don't know if we're going to see the T side ult come out for Story. Could have had the opportunity to get it then. Drop over the AK to one of his fallen compatriots, but decides to stick with the rifle.
To be fair, I don't think they need to. I don't think they need to vary it up. He's had the AWP once, and he immediately lost that head-to-head versus Deco. I think he had it in his hands for maybe about 10 seconds. But given how SAW are so mobile and moving as a unit, just the structure of their T side is really fluid, and it doesn't really account for having an AWP in play. Especially because when they take outside, they're more interested in going down secret rather than fighting for spacing towards garage and flanking around heaven. And that's really when the T side AWP can be extremely impactful. When you've got the control and you're just holding for those rotations. SAW moving as one. 5 fingers on the same hand. Love an AK.
Outside pressure, Nickelback up towards red. Getting a lot of flashbangs. Not very nutritious. He's getting peppered as well, and that's not making it taste any better, but does swing out the perfect time to find a double kill, and that is delectable. Drops the smoke as well, bomb in his grasp. Just trying to find a kill back. Instead, just cops a flak of damage in response.
It's crazy how good One Win look on these like half investment rounds. Look even better than on the full gun. That's what SAW are really struggling to deal with, and it's because One Win go for these wacky plays where they feel like they can throw cautions to the wind just a little bit. They're getting really aggressive and catching SAW off guard. This one's a 2 versus 5. In fact, make it a 1 versus 5 as Forrester dispatches of MUTiRiS before he can actually deal any significant damage. A flawless round from One Win. That is wild, to say the least. It's all accommodated by this Nickelback double and a dink.
Yeah, really nice stuff. Getting aggressive outside works out for them. Nickelback picking the perfect time to strike after all of that utility came his way. Shots being fired. Knows when it's time to reveal himself. A big round for One Win to pick up, and now they have that AWP in the hands of Deco again, so that's exciting news. On the other side, SAW actually almost at breaking point, although Story's got a bit of cash there. Wonder if he'll get the AWP out now. Yes, indeed he will, so we get to see that head-to-head in action.
I wonder if SAW will stick and twist on the ramp play, because that's just been working consistently. Be interesting to see the approach. Now they've got Story on the AWP. You imagine they set him up for success to find an opening somewhere. What's your game plan if you're SAW? 6 rounds is normally the number we look for on T sides of Nuke. They've already achieved it. They're just looking for extra credit. Smoke's being deployed as a wall. Last time Forrester got ahead of them. This time, that's not the case.
Yeah, very pacey outside. The incendiary is going to slow things down. MUTiRiS throws down his smoke so he can continue his venture. Story's gotten a massive kill onto Travis and Garage as well. See immediately Forrest wants to put a bit of presence towards lobby. SAW have so much space. Nickelback does arrive down, drops the smoke. That's going to force them back. So that's something for One Win. The 2 players are very low.
Yeah, they keep just catching flack through the walls, through the floors. SAW, their bullets are everywhere. Arrozdoce's playing the lobby lurk, just holding for any aggression, trying to get information back for his team. So you get a clearer picture of what's going on all over the map. Limited utility for one win as well. There's no smokes to prevent progress now.
Back towards lower. What are they? The vent now decided as the more interesting spot. This is a nice position from Forrester. Oh, there was an opportunity there. Unfortunately, Boomage went down, so Forrester had to reveal himself a little bit sooner than he would have hoped to. His plan there is to catch them from that uncommon corner, and while they're distracted with Boomage, try him in for a kill or two of his own, but his teammate falls on the swing from CT. That gives this avenue straight into the A-bomb site.
Yeah, it all hinges on Arrozdoce hitting that shot on the swing by second vents. Needs to hit that headshot to help his teammates come up through the vent, because they are basically knife in hand at that point. They're not accurate on the ladder. There's a potential for them to line up as well as they just pop their heads out. So a clean kill facilitates more success. It's been disappointing actually just seeing Forrester really struggle. Travis too. Very underrated component this one win side is Travis, but doesn't feel very secure at the moment. Just been told as well, Lucy, that this one isn't a tactical, it's a technical. So it's going to be a little bit longer, so we're going to throw it to a break. When we come back, we're going to resume the first half.
And we're back, straight into the action. You'd love to see those smokes flying on out. You know that means outside control being established. Story with the AWP peering on over. Travis is very deep in the garage. All the way back there with his tools and trinkets.
Oh, that's not fair. He had a tech issues, had to DC, and he lost his kill.
Oh. Well, guys, he has one, all right? Don't be mean to him in chat. He's having a rough time. It's not as bad as it looks.
Much slower pace out of SAW. It looks like this is the first time they actually want to head in towards garage. And this is where Travis can actually be activated. Jerks Went to go through the smoke and gets denied. There we go. Good opener. And, oh, hello. MUTiRiS just walks into an angle completely blindsided by Nickelback. Don't know why he didn't check main. That was surely an obvious clear.
Well, map control at least. Roman's waiting to see if anyone comes on through to try and challenge.
That's smart.
Deco has arisen to the occasion, but, well, that's the one person you probably didn't want to meet there. At least Rosdos gets a very nice headshot as a trade. This is difficult for them to piece back together. Boomage comes down towards lower. Doesn't actually spot him there in that jiggle, so it's a little weird, but Rosdos being very loud about this. And that's unfortunate. Had to go for the plant. Time wasn't there. Story just has to save.
I said that's smart because they were dropping flash. ESL was throwing flashbangs to try and bait in the position that they'd taken over towards ramp. But where Deco was posted, he was actually just holding the cross. So Roman's position doesn't actually do anything. It was a little bit... just a bit too quick to go around that corner. If he'd waited, maybe Deco walks out and tries to get a new angle over towards ramp and can clear it properly, and that's where Roman can strike instead. Doesn't go that way, it's the other. 4th round, win for 1 win. Very essential for their defense. SAW can keep on buying.
Bit of aggression in towards A, and in fact, they're going to be hitting. They found space. Roman doubles up. Jerks comes on through, and it's a fast play that finds success, completely catches 1 win off guard. You can see the utility comes through. That smoke's dropped outside of hut, and they think they're safe. They think all is well. But it really isn't. Oh, Travis doesn't even get a chance.
Just trying to figure out what happened there, because obviously there was a split in from main, but where's Deco in amongst all of that? It looks like he was coming up maybe from secret.
Yeah, I think he started secret.
So, okay, so there's a time in there in which SAW hit and exploit correctly. Change of pace comes out wonders. And economy really limited for 1 win. Lose this, and it's going to have to be the pistols, and it's potentially SAW up to double digits, and maybe even 11.
Travis again flirting around the smoke. Falls on back. That FAMAS in hand, and Roman has snuck on past. Does he know that this window has been exploited? Is Roman ready for Travis to be here? Well, now they both know each other's presence. Gonna fall on back. Roman now establishes control again. He's been doing wonders just taking this space without too much issue. And now the rest of the team joins him. Another rotation comes down in Deco with that MP9, but a difficult hold here against such a strong presence from SAW. Travis has to come up big at the angle, spots one, trying to find the headshot, but can't quite connect. Falls on back, that smoke also going to deny his teammate, and Roman shuts him down, but look at the swing from Deco. Perfectly timed, gets away with a single point of health, and that's enough to continue being a threat.
It is, but at the same time, you got Arrozdoce on this flank. Oh, he does catch Nickelback, but Forrester will hit the trade. Story still occupying residency. But he's only got that AWP towards ramp, so Forrester could potentially be in with a kill. That's why MUTiRiS double swings together. That's really well played. Deco, though, 1 HP and a dream, but not quite. SAW just about, by the skin of their teeth, hit 9.
For a second there, it looked like he was going to do it. That long-range MP9 finds one and does so much damage onto the second. He just needed a couple more bullets and he would have made it work. Unbelievable. What an attempt from Deco after getting these first 2. Yeah, check it out. He just runs out at the last second.
Can't believe that. That would have been phenomenal. Would have never seen anything like it. Look at the nade stacking towards main. Nothing doing. And here we go. The lobby crunch coming in. Boomich gets 2 kills. Actually upgrades himself to the AWP, but it might not even matter. It's just MUTiRiS remaining. They're running at him. Forrester walks into the guillotine, but there's still 3 more to find.
There's a wild. Boomich is low. Although the AWP does make it a little bit trickier. A lot of time to work with. Has disappeared from their radar. Has to take his time clearing so many angles. Main could be a good position to come on through though, because there's so many angles one win have to worry about as well. Nickelback's out in the open. Oh, falls back just as MUTiRiS swings. But the patience, oh, we spot him on the jiggle. An opportunity for that first fight, but can't quite connect, and Deco comes over to support.
That timing was insane because Deco transitioned back in towards Heaven. He was right out in the open on rafters. Damn. Very close, but not quite. 1 win. Bounce back into the game, and now the shoe's on the other foot in terms of the economy in the last round of this first half. SAW scraping together what they can. It's not the worst buy in the world, and with the MAC-10, maybe they just go for something a little bit faster. That has been working, especially these A-splits through main.
Forrester staring, waiting, trying to dodge that flash, and it's going to spot some feet, finds the Arrozdoce and can fall on back. That's the lurk element removed. The rest of the team moving outside. Mac-9 and Mac-10, you kind of think they're going to explode somewhere, but just trying to dodge the AWP that's providing Overwatch at the moment. Deco's not spotting anything. Go back down here to defend. MUTiRiS leading with the AK. Jumping up and down, Nickelback can drop the smoke as soon as he gets contact, and that will slow things down further, plus reveal what's at stake. Flash comes on through, and they're just charging. Nickelback has that gap to work with, and they line up into it, trying to fight their way through. MUTiRiS at least gets that trade. So they can bring the bomb on through, but it has to be the 2v4 now.
Yeah, it gets complicated. There's 1 flashbang left as well for SAW, and the walls are closing in. There's so many angles for 1 win. Boomich just walks out of decon. Chucks a molly. Has to be the control room. I think he spotted here, MUTiRiS. Yeah, he did. Nice shot, but simply too many players to contend with. And for 1 win, they bounce back into the rounds from what was looking dominant. They recover. A solid foundation to work on.
And welcome back to this match between SAW and OneWin, the lower bracket semi-final. Here on map 1, SAW with a nice lead on their map pick going into the CT side.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. Just full Kevlar as well for SAW. No utility to hold OneWin back. BUMITIRiS has got one flash and a smoke, and Deco's already spotted out Story towards Garage, and Nickelback pounces on the information. They're rapping heaven here. That's information definitely gained by SAW. It might just be a little bit of a ruse. As Travis and Nickelback work the angles in towards Hell, they're going to run towards Ramp instead. But MUTiRiS, as well as Arrozdoce, was in the vent. Bomb plant now secured.
Oh, actually, no, it's not. MUTiRiS finds the gap to swing out and deny the plant. Now he's playing around the smoke room and comes down to support him. And, well, finds the kill to Forrester. 1v2 now for Roman. It's been so impactful for them in this matchup. That bomb difficult to retrieve as well, and I think Roman's got a bit of an idea on where Travis is. It's time, that bomb being planted, knows it's been retrieved, and there's a player now stuck behind the silo. Roman walks on through and not ready for Nickelback on the rafters.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though, really nice attempt from SAW to bring that back from the brink. It looked quite desperate at times, but there were some really nice shots coming in from the remaining defenders that worked their way through. Roman trying to be as impactful as ever. Just too many angles to clear at the tail end. And OneWin, that's a necessary pistol. They've really closed the gap. They've done a number over SAW. Momentum definitely on their side.
Second pistol for OneWin. They weren't able to get the follow-up last time. The force buy from SAW disrupted them. So we'll see if SAW can repeat the trick. Ooh, the headshot angle, not quite connecting. Has to fall on back. Forrest has found Arrozdoce as well, and that's a nice tag with the scout. Gonna bring Travis down low, and Deco continues to push on forward, taking a lot of space here. He's also gonna meet the scout. I think that's gonna force them back, knowing that they've pushed this player all the way back to CT.
Yeah, but there's two players on B here. Roman actually makes it a third, sure. Great clear out of BUMITIRiS. One of the healthier players here for OneWin, and Deco chimes in with another one. Started to look a little bit scary, but in actual fact, business completely taken care of.
BUMITIRiS just killed Roman through the smoke. What is this guy doing?
Gaming. 17 and 10 right now for BUMITIRiS, by the way.
Yeah, I feel like I've got my words out. I've cooked them up, put them in the microwave. I've thrown them on my plate. All right, I've got my knife and fork out, the good cutlery for this one. The fine china, and I'm eating them because he's having a fantastic game here. And it's showing kind of the rifle powerhouse he can be.
BUMITIRiS was like, I took that personally, and I hope when you go to wash your hands, a bit of your sleeve gets wet.
Oh, that's where the general keeps his armies too.
Up his sleeves?
In his sleeves. All right, hey cheese for Roman and Arrozdoce. Couple of P250s. That's also what we're working with, so OneWin can try and even things out here. BUMITIRiS has gotten far through to get a little tag as he crossed, but he's not being silent about his approach. Forrester deals the story, and should be easy enough for them to clean up. Forrester's found 3, in fact. Fortunately, the MP9 doesn't get any kills until the very end. All right. Tail end, Boomage does get one. One win. Even it up 9 apiece.
Yeah, look, these are just the formalities out the way, though. For SAW, now they've got everything at their disposal. They've got the AWP out for Story. Rifles. Plenty here. And the buy for 1 win is... It's fine, it's just a little bit of a bonus, right? So, technically, on paper, SAW have the better weaponry, better candidates. They're getting really aggressive, though, 1 win. Trying to barrage their way out towards A, but Roman and Arrozdoce get 1 kill apiece before traded. That's the bomb site completely opened up.
Big gap in the smoke and MUTiRiS. He's going to be tempted to maybe peek into it, but that doesn't seem to matter. Another one lands on down. Nickelback gets the spam in. Whoop, goes both ways. One way dispense towards heaven. They do want to give this a look in, but Forrester domes Jerks. That might be the signal to leave. Story's only just got this AWP and wants to hold on to it.
Smart play, you see this a lot, and us casters always talk about it, but once you got the bonus weaponry, you know that SAW have just invested in on the CT side. You run a faster play, you completely try and catch them off guard. That's exactly what 1 win did. Although the trades were good, in actual fact, when it's a level number like that, it actually just favors the T side, because you got to remember that all these rotates need to come in, and by that point, you can just reposition perfectly. Deco even deals with MUTiRiS right at the tail end. It's only Story that survives with his AWP.
Well, at least that's something. There's enough money to get some decent pistols around it, which means that we have a similar buy to what 1 win pulled out in the CT side that they made work. But it requires Story to get very active. For 1 win, looks like they're setting up for a topside hit. Deco's got the utility out, ready to go. Molotov goes down. Further one thrown through to CT vents, and it's a wrap through main as well. Splitting from every angle. MUTiRiS has found Boomage though. This is where it can get scary. Forrester gets one back. They are starting to scale, taking space, actually faking out the A presence. They've wrapped all the way through secret.
Ooh. MUTiRiS falls at the hands of Deco. And it is just all slotting into place off the back of losing the opener. 1 win. Feel a lot more comfortable now. Bomb's made its way down towards B as well. And where is that AWP? It's already making a retreat. Trying to carve out a safer passage in towards hell, looking for outside presence, and that actually might come back to bite 1 win. Look at the bomb. It's actually making its way out towards secret and Story. I think he's posted on this angle.
Yep, there it is. Bomb dropped. Forrester gets one back, but you have to get this bomb. Oh, Story misses the flick. This could be the fight. Dancing with Deco. Jerks has found Forrester. They have to get past Story. The bomb's recovered. It looks like they're going in towards A. They are going to be able to cross. Bomb makes its way in, but Jerks is here, and Story finds the follow-up. The hero AWP does it all, and Jerks with the recovered rifle supporting. SAW stealing that one away.
Yeah, that's essential. 1 win just really overplay their hand. They overthink things in the mid-round. So much control down towards B. They're even faking it with smokes and utility, but Story trained on that secret position, wondering, well, if they come up, there's a chance we can win this round, and if they don't, I can always just hightail it back in towards CT spawn and continue to save my AWP, because it is that premium weapon. Instead, SAW come up good. Deco, now with his sniper, scoping in at secret, but not finding a thing.
Jack says, gotten one. Story is able to get away, but MUTiRiS does meet his demise through the smoke spam. Story continues to find impact, and that's a bit unfortunate for Travis. Didn't realize Jerks was that close on the ramp. Gives it on to Deco and Forrester. 2v4. They don't even have the space on ramp to work with. They're stuck in lobby. They are going to be going back this way. Flashes through. Do you find this space, but it's difficult to go anywhere at the moment without SAW having a pretty good read on it.
It's always been interesting when you look at the defense for SAW is more often than not they're actually starting with 1 or 2 players already rotated down B. And they can then rotate up and try and help and support the ramp play. Nice find from Deco. Rostos overextends a little bit for information. Still keeps it in the advantage for SAW. It's still a 3 versus 2, but things get a little bit easier and lighter for 1win. But as mentioned, you still got players down here. Jerks at the back of the bomb site. Molly, is it going to go back there? No, in the corner. So instead, he can just remain right there. No, what? It spreads. No way. 2 versus 2.
That's kind of crazy that we've ended up in this position. There's a gap here to plant the bomb. Oh, that swing, but the bomb still gets planted. Forrester gets one back, and oh, he finds Story in the smoke. What a round. What a clutch. Fantastic from 1win.
It is fantastic from 1win, but it's just so many little mistakes being made by SAW. Like, I don't think that Molly spreads to behind default.
Yeah.
I think Jerks like strafed into it.
Yeah. That's a little unfortunate. And also the timing, right? When that plant comes through, it's the last second as it actually gets planted that double door swings. That one hurts.
Yeah, that is just a yikes. That was a 4 versus 2 that 1 would have just converted. Enough money to gather together some investment here for SAW. Story back out on the AWP. But you got Roman working with an MP9. Jerks is on a FAMAS. He normally plays ramp, so that's a little bit awkward. That's how smoke's being deployed for 1win. MUTiRiS potentially wants to try and fight, but as soon as he sees the wall, he just kind of gets out of there a little bit.
Yeah, keeping a little bit close. See if you can spot anyone peering over the top. There's spam being thrown through from the AKs. Just going to keep him at bay. Boomage has managed to cross over and can keep an eye on any rotations, but he's the only one that's down here, and SAW don't have the information on the number that have crossed.
Ooh, nice flash. That's perfect. Travis now goes round. Oh! Decapitates MUTiRiS. Straight through hell as well. In the smoke. Just waiting. Being patient. Flashbang goes over the top to kind of feign that Travis actually isn't in the smoke. But he is. And 1win. Now trying to dissect this mid-round. Jerks actually dispatches the advancing player. And take a look at their ships in the night. They go right past Roman.
Question is, when does Roman move? Nice from Story. Gets him to the right time. Now Roman starts to patrol. Deco should have been free, but able to adjust with the AK. Story scopes, and Nickelback's definitely hurt him. Has to move back. Oh, this is a little dicey. Story know how close Nickelback is here. Rostos has found Forrester, and oh, what a shot from Deco. That's huge. That's given him a way out of here, and Nickelback does find Story. Leaves it all now to Rostos.
That's got an incendiary. But he hasn't got a smoke for the bomb. Nickelback revealing himself. That's going to force the hand of the flame, so he's just going to completely run through it. Biding time. Good kill. Deco, low HP. Angle. Oh, I was going to say taken, but an incredible headshot from a Rostos. SAW clutches up, and yet again, it's these individual mistakes. It's these over peaks coming back to bite these teams.
Yeah, it goes both ways, doesn't it? I mean, Deco, it felt like he had that kill dead to rights. He swings it, I would argue, a pretty good time. I can't really fault him for the play because he's kind of low HP, right? And the clock is low. Feels like he can catch him off guard there, but oh dear. He just plays the time a little. Can probably win that one out by playing it by the book. Instead, we go 11-11. Now it's 1win that are teetering a little. Although, to be honest, with only one player surviving, No one's really looking that pretty. Roman's got an auto
I
shotgun.
was going to say, you seeing what I'm seeing?
I'm always seeing it.
I love this gun.
Yeah. More of a swag 7er.
Yeah, but you can't hold down left click with the Mag 7.
It's so satisfying when you get that crunchy headshot.
That's true. Does sound nice.
Yeah, crunchy, right?
Ka-chunk.
Well. Let's see if Roman can get it done. There's not really been a lot of action towards top side, really, for one win so far.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think the buy is actually much better for one win than it is SAW. So this will be interesting. Jerks has to really hold strong here. Oh, no, don't pull out the utility. Good incendiary, actually. I take it all back. Because that really denies progression. Nickelback now starts to swing forward. Jerks probably gets blindsided here. No, he does adjust. Good dink. Not quite the kill, but he's still enticing to rotate in from hell. Jerks, has he done enough? That's a lot of damage. And you got to remember that MUTiRiS, he's also down at B.
Yeah, true play is so low. Does look like they are heading to B. And it's just MUTiRiS here, and he gets to. Unfortunately, it's the two low HP players. They go in first, the trades are there, and Boomage comes through from Secret. Rostos does get one back, so they actually have the advantage here. And Boomage is still just ruining the CZ. Gonna be looping around to a close angle with it, but it can be a bit of a difficult gun. Has to find these kills, and oh, there it is. Gets one. Trade comes through. Now it's the 1v1, Deco's position known. Story does have a kit, which is one thing in his favor. Swings on through his boss, Deco, and tries to jump around the corner, but Deco stands strong. And one win take the round.
Yeah, once again, comes right down to the wire here. You think that Jerks has done enough, but Boomage actually getting that CZ kill was essential because the crosshairs just go over to his position for a moment that allows Deco to swing through. Now the money, really hamstrung for SAW. And one win, it looks like they're potentially going to close out this game. 13, almost a guarantee.
Yeah, really good signs, considering they only got the 6 right on the CT side.
Yeah.
So to bounce back so much on the attacking side is quite impressive on a map like Nuke.
Especially where their T side is quite hit or miss, right? Like, I've been really impressed with the variation they've been throwing into some of these rounds. A lot of prioritization over towards hell and heaven, and it's always just a fly in the ointment for SAW because they understand that this can always be a possibility. But I think this is the first time actually we're going to have a player that goes through like the gateway in towards heaven.
Yeah, Boomage just walking straight on in. And it's just these pistols, so... Oh, he's got company behind him. Yeah, gets traded as he goes up. It's all good. Oh, yeah, it's all good. It's all good. A lot of damage done. So there's a chance for Story to inflict further, but it's not really in a good position to do so.
Yeah, not happening. This is really impressive out of one win. Deco especially has just come out of the woodwork and has just dropped 25 kills. That's a very silent 25. Got to remember as well, Forrester was not performing exceptionally great. He's now up to 20 as well. It's a lot of consistency, and you compare and contrast that with SAW. The kill distribution is pretty top heavy. Roman, MUTiRiS leading the charge, but normally it's not those guys that you want to be stepping up and seeing at the top of the scoreboard. If that normally happens, then something's a little bit wrong. You want Jerks to be up there. You want Story to be having a good performance. And Arrozdoce has just been a little bit absent.
Yeah, you gotta, say there's gonna be an adjustment period, right? Coming into a new squad. Even though you played with a few other players before. It's still a new team. Know what he's capable of. This round now, the uttermost importance. Let's see what SAW can do with it. Story orb in hand. Starts outside. Has the support of MUTiRiS out there. And this one might actually be the A hit. Deco with the utility. 2 Molotovs come on over. Flashbangs in spades. They're going to be coming out through HUD, potentially. Nope.
They want ramp. But Jerks deals with Boomich. Important kill to find, but Travis will trade. In actual fact, they take the space, but this might be a second volley in towards A. They haven't really got the utility to do it, but they can still facilitate it with contact. You've got the rotations in from heaven, though, for SAW. That's the difficult thing.
Decide to reset, make their way outside. MUTiRiS is here in secret, and he could catch a good timing. Oh, eludes him, but does get the information. Manages to stay alive as well, so he can just fall on back. Now one would have to consider, do we change the plan? Does look like they're going to do that, moving in towards main now. This can also be accounted for. Story's got the orb in close combat and not quite ready for Nuke to be right there. Roman on top of the silos does get one. So it's the advantage now for SAW. Travis coming through the heavens. Gets the trade back, and Deco, what a shot into MUTiRiS. Had to find that one. He's having an absolute monster of a game. 27 kills. Back at that one, Arrozdoce has everything to do it. One player is very low in Travis, so there is the opportunity here. Kit on the site as well, and unfortunately can't quite find Travis. So it's 14 on the board for one win.
It's so clever from one win how they facilitate the success in that round. Because you've got Travis scaling heaven, and you're ping-ponging contact off your players. There's a trade that comes in at A main initially, but Deco holds fire. He waits an extra couple of seconds. So as soon as the player's dealt with at main, then you've got the heaven sweep. As soon as the heaven player reveals himself, then you've got Deco coming in late towards A main. And you're caught just in this cycle. And one win, able to recover the situation, able to put themselves up to 14. And with the low investment out of SAW, they're going to be playing for OT here if they can't win this round.
Yeah, Forrest has doubled up. One back with the MP9. And most likely will be playing for OT, as you mentioned. Unless they start to get a little silly. But I don't think that's going to happen. Boomage does give up his life, but I think with Roman going down, you know that A is now very much yours. Story recovers the AK, which we're taking over into the next round as a small consolation. You can time that one well, guys, but it doesn't matter. Or maybe it does matter, because Story has found Deco. AK in hand, a flashbang. This is on.
It is. It all depends on the timing here. Nickelback, you can see he's holding, but... Okay, Travis has slid into CT vent. Story reveals himself. Flashbang. Actually good enough for MUTiRiS on the USP. Now it's just Travis. He's split between 2 angles. Good spray control. But it comes down to 6 points of health. And there's enough time to get the defuse on from what was looking like a save. Converted into a round win. SAW hit 12.
That's shocking. Again, another one of these rounds where a few minor mistakes... Give it all up. Boomage getting a little overeager, pushing on B, gives up his life, gives over the AK, and allows Story just to go to town, catches the lurk off, and then comes through. I kind of also believe the player coming through heaven is MUTiRiS, right? With that USP, gets the kill. That's insane.
Rather use the USP than the scout in that situation, but yeah, somehow makes it work. Scenes from SAW. Deep outside smokes being thrown by one win. In actual fact, a molly was thrown by SAW, so there's a massive gap here which they're looking to try and exploit. Actually through the incendiary on top of main roof, so that's where the disruption lies.
Chance now for SAW to fight back into it. Off the back of an incredible clutch. Incredible retake. Now might be on to Story again. AWP in hand, holding in ramp, about to be greeted by the T's. See Travis's silhouette there, Boomage by his side, utility. Thrown about. It's over towards A. Jump across. The leg comes through. Nice shot, but Travis follows up with a huge headshot. Story gets deleted. And that's a massive frag to find.
Look at this rotation as well off the back of it. That's the only control they had. Oh, no. Oh, timing. Yeah, MUTiRiS spotted Boomich. Up he goes. Forrester, though, does find Roman. And MUTiRiS will answer back on the ladder. But they're so low, these players. Arrozdoce comes in from Secret, dealt with. 1 versus 3 for MUTiRiS. They know exactly where he is because he just killed Boomich. As soon as he pokes his head over, surely he's a dead man.
I think you have to save the AK. It's not worth giving up your life here. The chance is so low, and yeah, you get one, but the trade was always going to come. And you would have loved to have had that AK into the next round. 3 players with around that 3K mark. He's still going to be able to drop the AWP over to his teammate. That's just a lovely round from 1win. Forrester, I feel like I haven't bigged him up enough because he's been doing almost as much work as Deco out here.
Yeah, he's been doing insane. Really well worked. And now you've got 2 MP9s of FAMAS to try and contend with this. Feels a little bit difficult here for SAW. Fighting for survival. 3 chances, 3 flawless victories. And 1win. Looks to end it right here, right now.
Story does strike first, though. Drops Boomage with his AWP. Down the vents he went. Now he can creep on back up. Can look for more frags. Smoke going to be fading. Like an opportunity onto Forrester here as well. If he decides to continue peering on through. Nice advanced position with the AWP. Ooh. This could all come down to a timing window. MUTiRiS and Roman have found kills apiece. Maybe they can do it. Deco's got one back. That's the 2 players you want alive. What a shot from Forrester. 30 kills on Deco, 26 on Forrester. It's the 2-man show for 1win. And it has to be Arrozdoce now in the clutch. 2 players to find. The bomb already on its way to B. He's standing on top of the silo on A, so far removed. Has to make noise on his descent. Even spotted by Forrester. With that jump, swaps to the AWP. And well, that won't work out for him. Forrester takes him down. Well, that's going to be 1win, taking the map.
Yeah, that's incredible. Yet again, it's another 2 versus 4 situation that falls favor to one of these teams. There's chaos. There's so much commotion and individual brilliance on display. Deco, sure, he drops 30 kills.